Hey everybody, King Zombie here, and welcome to Shadow Fight 3. This is a game that's on the App Store, or, any phone store for that matter, that you can get and download for yourself and have a go at it. And, as you can tell, I'm kind of a little bit decked out. I'm not too far in, but I've done my wee bit of playthrough. And, yeah. So we're going to give it a nice little playthrough and just see what kind of mayhem we can get into. So, I played through the tutorial, like I said, as well as about maybe 10 levels. Not like 10, levels, because I'm still on chapter 1 and whatnot, but just 10 fights. Got through some stuff, powered up pretty well, and yeah, I think I'm pretty good. So, you got a couple of things here that you can do. You can do chapter 1, which is, your actual chapters. You have your side quest here, which are just side missions, because, as you can tell, my chapter 1 is insane, so even as decked out as I am right now, I'd still have an issue. And events, when they do come through, or when I get a high enough level to unlock it, whatever the case may be, that'll come through. So, yeah. Let's get some free cards. Let's do a little bit of unboxing. Also, I will leave a link in the description for this game, in case you want to go check it out yourself and whatnot. So these are cards, I'll show you what they do. So you get those cards through fights and whatnot. Go to your equipment tab after you get through the tutorial, which will explain itself as well. And you have your, armor set. You got your helmet, you got your body armor, your weapons, and your sidearm, which could be, it doesn't have to be a crossbow. But so this is the best helmet, as gay as I look in it, but it has the best stats. This one and this one are not far behind. And just some basic ones I had since the start of the game. Okay. So, same thing for armors. I got some rare armor on, and I just realized that the helmet and that are rare. But I have some basic ones that are starting to kind of catch up, too. And this one is just trash, but that's because it's not a high level. Let's see. These swords that I have, or sword, my bad, it's one sword, is a legendary. Got it from a card pack. And I have another two-handed rare sword that's coming up, as well as an epic two-handed sword. And some other shitty things that I have. And then the crossbow, which I just recently. So let's go a little bit further into depth. So, each piece of armor has 1 to 2 to 3 slots for these type of bonuses that add X amount of stats to whatever. And mine should be fairly decked out at the moment. And then those 3, the arrow and then the foot and the foot, I'll show you what those are. Those are combos. They kind of add a special attack. So let's see if I can add anything else. Nope, so I just got the one on there. And the sidearm doesn't. So that's just a basic overview of everything that's going on in this video. Or in this game, my bad. And let's open a chest here, which you get through playing the Start Duel down there on the bottom right, which is when you fight actual players, not just the game-decided AIs. Got a new ability. My armor is almost leveled up again, and a new spear, as well as the bonus card, which is a new ability. Cool. So yeah, those are things that'll kind of dwindle in later. Let's see what the card pack's down here flashing for. Usually tells you something. The daily offer. Here, we'll do one more unbox. We'll get a rare Legion card. Swing. Swing. So now we got... So now we got our Iron Lance leveled up, as well as the Metal Sting leveled up. I'm making a video. Scout's Helm is leveled up. I don't know how. That's a new token. I don't know what that is. The Bedrock armor that I'm attempting to level up more and use, but not at the moment. So Dragast is playing some kind of game. I was watching it and then I decided to make a video. Yes. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so yeah. The game has 3 different currencies that you could choose from, which I'm not too sure what the first one is, because I haven't really... Oh, Shadow Energy. So yeah, that gives us the basic description there. Then you have your typical, gold coin currency, which almost all games have. I'm probably breaking the shit out of it clicking on there. Anyway, you get gold through fights and miscellaneous tasks and stuff as well. And then these red ruby-looking things, what are these called? They're probably gems. Let's see what they're called. They don't even have a name. Anyway, those are your, viable currency. So if you're a spender, that's how you go about doing that. So we're going to do just a basic duel real quick. So as you can tell, I'm fairly overpowered for most people in my legion, but that's because I've just now started to dabble into the legions. So my attack power overall, if I understand correctly, is 394 versus their 239. And I'm 268, not 268. That's their ranking. So let's get into the fights. So it's pretty smooth combat. I'm probably going to get my ass handed to me. My sword is much powerful, so these high damaging attacks are because these are a lot lesser players, if you would. But yeah, I was the guy on the left, and the guy on the right that just lost was the crowd. So hopefully in this next battle here, I will be able to show you another type of move that's a special move, if you would. Which if you look in the top left and the top right, each character has their own special, unique set style move. This game's pretty combo-based. It's kinda like Mortal Kombat, but obviously not. Slow-mo kill. Just fuck this shit up with my sword. So yeah, I didn't even get attacked that second time. So I should get a wee bit of a bonus for that and whatnot. Yeah, that's basically the game. It's a very fast-paced, I guess, RPG? Ooh, a rare chest. Alright, we're gonna crack that open. Alright, so as you can tell, the chest opening times are kinda crazy. Like 8 hours, just like, damn. And that's just rare, it's not even the best. The normal ones take like 3 hours. But anyway, we're gonna use 32 of my gems here. We're gonna crack open this case. So let's see what kind of goodies it's giving us. Ooh, Scout's Jacket, alright. My double-handed axe. His helmet. It's getting better. Some coins, and the bonus card. So sometimes it plays out, sometimes it doesn't. Oh, actually, that helmet, so you saw it went from a red number to a green number of 80. That means that it just beat out the other helmet in protection. So now I look even stupider. Actually, to be fair, I look a little more what I should. I don't look like I'm from 2 different eras. So, yeah. And of course you got your in-app purchases down here in the bottom right, which I'm scrolling through. Just some typical offers and crap. But, yeah, let's give it one more fight, and, I'll call that good. So, versus King Zombie, 288, versus Blake, who was 288. I'm 397, they're 145. Now, I have been beaten by people who are significantly lower in power. Like, it's not impossible to lose when you're that high. You just gotta... Alright. So we're gonna fight him. We're gonna do a little bit of kicking action here. I got my bow here. I just actually didn't think I was gonna kill him that easy. So as you can tell on the top right, Blake hasn't even fully unlocked their shadow combat is what those specials are called, I think, or shadow fight. I'm gonna call it shadow combat. Speaking of shadow combat, I've actually lost 2 of mine. It's interesting. So you can... So basically, I'll give you a quick brief to the combat as I kill her. So, you'll notice there's no block button. You have your throwing star, your fist, your kick, and then your special, which is the left one. And your aiming. The way to block is to just stop moving, surprisingly, which threw me off, because most games you have a dedicated block button. But, not this one. You just stop moving altogether, and it blocks, so you could actually sit there and take some hits for a minute. So it's an interesting combat type, experience, if you would. So I'm going to set this chest to unlock, and I'm probably going to call this video good. It's a nice little simple overview of this app, and it's actually a pretty good app. You got your kick-ass warrior, male or female, your name up here in the top right, which profile, map, to train, store, YouTube, news, settings. So we'll go to profile. We'll give my profile a quick check. So Dan 2, which I guess is the season or the ranking, I'm not sure actually. So I have no unique, I have my 1 legendary, which is the sword, I have 2 epics, and I have 20 rares, as well as a shitload of other things. My helmet on and off, so yeah, I'm just a basic guy up there, which can be edited throughout the game, of course. If at any time you feel like you just want a sex change, bam, woman. And you're just like, nah, bam, back to Mike. Anyway, as well as a few other things, you can change your name, and yeah. I don't know what that online means. Not sure if you can add friends or not in this. But, yeah. That's pretty much the gist of this game. It's a pretty badass little... I can't really call it an indie game, because, I'm not sure what to call some of these games, because this one's actually put together pretty well in its own way. So, yeah. Go ahead and check out this game if you want to give it a try yourself. It's Shadow Fight 3, and like I said, I'll leave a link down in the description for it, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Have a good day.